Loaded show here on Patriots Today. I am Nic Rohloff, and on today's show, the latest rumors surrounding who will be starting at quarterback for New England on Sunday. Will it be Mac Jones? Seems like it could be trending in that direction. And should Bill Belichick and New England bring Shaq Leonard to Foxborough? He was shockingly released yesterday afternoon. Could he join the Patriots roster? I'll let you know the latest there. But let's start off with Mac Jones. And is he starting on Sunday? Because he made it seem likely that he will get the nod versus the Giants on Sunday. Before we get to what he had to say specifically at his Wednesday press conference, I have to let y'all know that we will be live. Myself, Nic Rohloff, and Harrison Graham, HG, will be doing a watch party for Patriots versus Giants. Some are calling this the Drake May Bowl. That might just be me, but make sure you tune in. It'll be loads of fun. Watch the game live play-by-play, and we'll have some drinks on hand as well. Hey, you might want the Patriots to lose, you might want them to win, but come join us at least on Sunday for a big Week 12 matchup. All right, let's talk about what Mac Jones did officially say at his Wednesday press conference, because the main man, Doug Kiet, asked him if he was starting this week, and he said, I hope so. That's the plan, I think. Well, there was a follow-up question as well from Doug. He said, I asked Mac Jones if that's his plan or the team's plan. Mac responded, we'll see. So there's really not that much clarity of who will be starting for New England this Sunday because Mac Jones is preparing to be the starter, which makes sense. He's been the starter for all games this year, but the team is obviously moving in a direction probably where he is not a part of the future. He was benched on Sunday or 2 Sundays ago against the Colts with 2 minutes to go. Can you go back to Mac? Well, no one really knows, and Bill Belichick isn't going to let anyone know either because yesterday, on Tuesday at his press conference, they were asking about who's going to be the starting quarterback because they are evaluating that position throughout the bye week and then into this week against the Giants, and he told reporters he will not make an official decision until Sunday. I will make note that a quarterback is required to speak to the media on a weekly basis when you're not on bye. This week it was Mac Jones. It's usually the starting quarterback who starts. Is that an early indication that Mac will end up being the starter? Who knows? Obviously, there's a lot of options between Mac and then Will Grier, but Belichick is not going to show his cards. I don't know if it's a tactic to try to fool the New York Giants or if he really just doesn't know the decision that he's going to make just quite yet. But I want you guys to make the decision. Who should start this Sunday against the Giants? Type MJ, not the real MJ, for Mac Jones. Type BZ for Bailey Zappi, and then WG for Will Grier. It's intriguing, man. I'll give you my thoughts here in just a second, but let me know yours in the comment section. Obviously, Mac has really struggled this season. 10 games played, a completion percentage of 65%, only 2,031 yards. The touchdown-to-interception ratio is just straight down horrific at 10-10. Oh boy, 10 touchdowns through 10 games, but also 10 picks. God, that is a scary number to look at. But even worse, the QBR, which is at a grade out of 100, by the way, 38.9. What? 38.9, that is difficult to do. That is a backup quarterback in the NFL. And, well, Mac might be on his way to be the Patriots' backup quarterback. And to me, I don't know how you go back to starting Mac Jones at QB1. How can you take him out of the Colts game? 2 minutes to go. You're getting the ball back. Game-winning drive opportunity. Yes, the offense has stunk the entire game. Yes, Mac Jones was bad that entire game. But how do you bench him and then expect to come back to Mac 2 weeks later? That makes zero sense. When Belichick pulled Mac in the middle of a fourth quarter game-winning attempt, that signaled to me that they are done with Mac Jones. They are going to move on next year from Mac, and the rest of the year we'll have a different starting quarterback. So going back to MJ this week against the Giants is a dumb decision, and it makes no sense. But hell, Belichick's been making a lot of dumb decisions lately, and it's why he might be on his way out when we go to next season. But I think Will Grier should be the starting quarterback this Sunday against the Giants. Why, you ask? Well, the Patriots have held Will Grier on their 53-man active roster for about 2 months now. He did not start with New England. He was actually on the Cowboys roster during the preseason, and he lit it up when he got his opportunity in the first 3 games of the preseason. He played in 3 games, had a 76% completion percentage, 640 yards, and a 4-touchdown to 2-interception ratio, and he was also doing some good things with his legs. I think Will Grier would be more entertaining if we're going to be honest. And now that we've also had the report that Mac Jones, or at least some people inside the Patriots building, believe Mac Jones has the yips, well, how can you go back to Mac if he has the yips? And the funny truth of the entire quarterback situation in Foxborough is that Mac Jones, well, Bailey Zappi might do this as well, but Mac Jones, let's say, and Bailey Zappi, might give you the best chance to lose, while Will Grier might give you the best chance to win, which begs the question of what you actually want. Do you want the Patriots to win this game? Do you want the Patriots to lose this game? It's a big-time question because when you think about what is best for the Patriots' future, and I don't know why you would want to win this game, right? You're playing the Giants. You're wanting to probably lose in all likelihood. It's going to be hard for me to root against New England, but the better of the future is probably in the hands of losing this game. But I'll tell you what, if the Patriots pick a quarterback before Sunday, which means they're letting us know who's the clear-cut starter going into Sunday morning, we will let you know, whether it be a full-on video or a nice little YouTube short, which is why you should subscribe to the channel. Hit those notifications as well. Don't miss a thing when it comes to your New England Patriots. Join the channel today. Coming up in just a bit, should Bill Belichick bring in Shaq Leonard to this Patriots locker room? It's an intriguing discussion. He once was an all-pro type linebacker. Could New England use his services, and will they bring him in? But first, I got to give a shout-out to our sponsor on today's show, and that is PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. It's daily fantasy sports made easy. You don't got to play pros or sharks. You could just play the projections and pick 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you could win up to 25 times your money if you go 6 for 6 and do a power play. I'm looking at Thanksgiving. Christian McCaffrey is an absolute beast, but PrizePicks is doing a fun little thing for you, a little promotion, where they're bringing down his reception and rushing yards combined from 110.5 to a half a yard. So you know I'm taking the more than on that, and I'm also taking more than Sam Howell, 257.5 passing yards. The young man out of North Carolina is going to get the job done. But you could take my picks, you could fade my picks, but you could also listen to rapper Meek Mill, comedian Andrew Schultz, and millions of others who play PrizePicks. So one more time, prizepicks.com/CLNS, and to use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Shout out to Daily Fantasy Sports Made Fun, and that is PrizePicks. Now, should the Patriots sign Shaq Leonard? Because yesterday afternoon, he was shockingly waived from the Indianapolis Colts. Ian Rappaport had the news. Originally, Shaq Leonard put out this graphic on his Twitter with this long-ass paragraph, and everyone thought bro just retired. But no, it turned out he got waived. And Ian Rappaport said, yes, the former All-Pro and Pro Bowler, Shaq Leonard, one of the game's best, which was probably 2 years ago. His playing time dipped this year, which he has been outspoken about, and now he's been waived. But what intrigued me and piqued my interest is Mark Daniels, someone who covers the New England Patriots. He quote tweeted that Rappaport tweet and said, Leonard was calling out Patriots offensive plays before the snap last year. Belichick also said nice things about him in the past. It could be an interesting fit. Leonard was one of the best linebackers in the game. But the sad thing for Shaq, who was normally or formerly known as Darius Leonard, if you remember him that way, has fallen off over the last 2 seasons. He's only played in 12 games over the past 2 years. And you see the numbers. They are staggering, man. The first 4 seasons is when he was a Pro Bowler, a 3-time All-Pro. He was dominating the game. 15 sacks, 17 forced fumbles, 11 interceptions, to go with 100 tackles in almost every single season at bare minimum. This guy was an absolute beast. And he's still semi-young, by the way. He's only 28, but dealing with a lot of neck and back injuries, it's hindered his ability to have a lengthy career to this point. And if you look at the Patriots linebacker depth chart, this has been a group this year that has been one of the best parts of this Patriots team. Anthony Jennings has been fantastic in the run game and also getting after the passer. Josh Uche is obviously someone who comes in and rushes the passer in obvious pass rushing situations. Juwan Bentley and Jelani Tavai have been terrific for New England up the middle. Tavai is actually one of the best graded pass coverage linebackers in our game today. He has been fantastic in that game. And then Juwan Bentley can stop the run as well. This linebacker group is actually very solid. Shaq Leonard would make it better, but I also don't think Leonard would come in and start over any of these guys. So it's an intriguing idea if the Patriots would even entertain bringing in Shaq Leonard. But let me ask you before I give you my final thoughts on the situation. Be the GM. Would you sign Shaq Leonard to this Patriots roster? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know in the comment section. Even though I don't think he would start on this team, honestly, I would bring in Shaq Leonard. Like I mentioned, he's only 28. He used to be one of the top linebackers in our game. Yes, he's declined a little bit, but this is a future signing. Obviously, Shaq Leonard isn't going to translate to wins this season, but you're telling me with a full offseason and a full time to get healthy and train in Foxborough that he wouldn't be able to be an elite third linebacker in rotation next year for New England? Bentley, Tavai, and Leonard rotating in and out in the middle. Leonard could also get after the quarterback. He's a good blitzing linebacker. I think this would be a great pickup for the next season. So if you're signing Shaq Leonard, I think it would be a 2-year deal because I would see no point to bringing him in just for the 2023 NFL season. But I don't think this happens, if I'm going to be honest. Why would Belichick bring him in for the future if he might not be here for the future? Also, I believe Shaq Leonard will likely try to sign with a contending team to win a Super Bowl this season, which obviously the New England Patriots are not doing. So I don't think Shaq Leonard comes to New England, even though I think it would be a fun addition to this Patriots roster. Before we head out on today's video, appreciate if you have stayed in and tuned in throughout the entire video. One last reminder, we will be live on Sunday for a Patriots-Giants watch party. Join us, drinks on hand, me, HG, Patriots football. Not many things in the world better than that. So make sure you subscribe and join us on Sunday for a big-time Week 12 matchup. I'll see y'all later. Go Pats.